accepting the evidence and releasing funds to retriever poets, please raise your hand now. All opposed? All right, thank you guys so much for coming in. You can come over to SADSC at any time past that.
Okay.
Again, that kind of model of efficiency. Sorry, that's pretty easy. Thank you guys so much for coming in. All right. So the BSU is not here, so we will hold off on their debt hearing, and I'd like to move to table their debt hearing until or unless they arrive for later in this meeting.
Second.
All right. All in favor, please raise your hands. All opposed? Motion carries. All right, we have a Sahas request coming in. This is for moot court. Did everyone get a chance to look at that request before this meeting? Well, planned campus-wide power outage. Missed that. Alright, so this is the request that came in for, it is a t-shirt and merchandising and marketing request coming in from the Moot Court Club. They've requested $251 worth of t-shirt, $300 worth of t-shirts. By the rules kind of in our guiding docs regarding t-shirt fund merchandise, they requested 10 shirts for $17.50 each. We can only fund up to $10 per item. The total amount that we could allocate would be $10 per shirt for 10 shirts would be $100 in club t-shirts, and then the $100 in common mission marketing materials. Does anyone want to open up discussion on this organization? Let me pull up the legislation. Oh, here's the shirt they're requesting.
That was just a rough draft of the shirt, it's not final.
We were going to approach competition about having a logo design.
Alright.
That was just a mock-up to get a price line from the custom-made website.
Well, this is their mock-up of their lovely shirt. Sure, it'll be even lovely. Legislation that is here would be indicating that. So, if everyone has had a chance to look at that Sahas request as requested, I'm going to go ahead and introduce FPL 96-1920, which is approval of the Moot Court's Fall 2019 Secondary Ad Hoc Allocation System request. Are there motions on the floor regarding discussion or passage? All right, there's a motion to open discussion. There's a second, and we are going to enter discussion. We'll start out with this. If you guys want to say something about your request to us, you are free to do so. If not, let me know now. But if you would decide to do so, you'll get about 2 to 3 minutes to talk about your request. Like, say anything.
No, we're good.
You're good?
Yeah.
All right. We're now entering a period of discussion. During discussion, only finance board members can talk with each other. If you guys hear anything or have something you wish to say, you'll be given a time afterward to speak. But this is just for finance board reps to discuss the merits of the request. All right, we are now in discussion. It's a simple request. Did everyone look it over?
Clarify the marketing.
Yes. So I believe the marketing cost would be for competition to do the material designs.
Okay.
Since they don't do designs without an order being placed. This is 00000000006.
You may not be able to see it.
Oh yeah, it got moved out into the.
I can move it back.
Oh,
if you
okay.
want.
That's what I was wondering. I was like,
I had seen it, I didn't
yeah, I was reviewing it and then I had seen it and then
I can
before
move
the meeting I went to go look and I was like,
Yeah, just before the meeting, we moved it into the vote stage.
Oh, okay.
I can move it back.
Okay. Are there any discussion points?
Alright, I just wanted to know.
abstaining due to being a beneficiary of this request getting passed. With that being said, there are 4 positive votes and 5 negative votes, and this motion is now out of order. I'd like to move to table moot court's Sahas request until next week due to the fact that it cannot be passed without further quorum.
Does the organization understand what you're saying?
I'm going to explain it. I just have to.
Okay, just make sure.
Alright, is there a second for that motion? Seconded. All in favor of tabling, please raise your hands now. All opposed?
Yeah.
I'm opposed, but I know we can't vote.
Well, I still have to do a formal vote. So the issue going on right now is that according to our guiding documents, in order for a vote to pass, there has to be a quorum of voting members present. Quorum would be just 1 more than half. In the majority of our cases, we have 9 voting members. That would mean we would need 5 of them present and ready to vote. The issue is that when it comes to that, any absences or abstentions count negatively towards that count. Currently, since I would be abstaining, Justin would be abstaining, Ilsa would be abstaining, and one of our representatives, Elise Choi, is not present, making her an absence, which would be a negative count, and our treasurer, Scott Buchanan, is absent, making that negative. There are 4 positive votes and 5 negative votes, which means that we can't actually pass this motion with the members we have present here today. However, since you've given your time to request in, we simply table it until next meeting. It'll probably be the first thing on the next block meeting. You guys are not required to come in during that point. Most likely the vote will just pass through. If you would like to be present, you can. But there probably won't be as much discussion. I'm pretty sure most people here have made their votes present in the Capitol. Does that make sense to you guys? So yeah, your probably will not be passed until next week. And again, I'll send an email out letting you know the time slot which will be discussed, but you don't have to feel obligated to come in as much as you did today to explain your case. Thank you guys for coming in. I'm sorry that we had to table this. I feel bad. I checked the guidelines that extensions don't count. Then we checked it and said extensions count negatively. I'm like, oh shit. So out of the voting members present, you need a majority, and right now it would be 5 to negative, or 4 to 5. All right, up next we have final budget fixes. I'm gonna go ahead and let Justin introduce those. I told those orgs since they're scheduled for 6, some of them might not be arriving until around 5:50, so we'll kind of just take this time to talk about them. But I'm not comfortable with moving into a vote until the orgs that said they would be able to show up would be able to show up, since we are running a lot more ahead of schedule than I thought we would.
Were the orders emailed that?
Orgs were emailed with the time and location of this meeting. Since the time on the schedule agenda was set for 6 o'clock, I informed them to arrive about 10 to 5 minutes ahead of time to account if we were running early. Like I said before, I thought the Sahas thing would take a little bit longer than it actually did. So I'm going to go and pull up that legislation. Justin, you can go ahead and explain that. You know, most people know what it is. I can work through an extra more time.
So FBL 98 and 99 plus 100 are all the legislation for the clubs that we accidentally over allocated. This is simple legislation simply saying that we would reduce their funding to the appropriate amount that we set for all other clubs. I authored it, Michael sponsored it, and it's up on the drive for everyone to take a look at.
We'll let people take some time to look at that. But since I would like to wait for those clubs that said they were going to be able to make it, I'm going to go ahead and call a recess until around 6:55. During this recess, please stay in the room. It's not until 5:55. Please don't leave. Try and stay within the room. You're free to walk around and talk.